Hey, what up, everybody? I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble day. Continue to have a blessed and humble afternoon. Is it afternoon yet? No, man. We got 10 minutes to the afternoon, man. A little slip up. Oh, well. But I hope y'all continue to have a blessed and humble afternoon, man. Today, we're going to be talking about feeding the fire we say we want to extinguish, all right? We're going to be talking about feeding the fire we say we want to extinguish, all right? And before we dive in, guys, I need y'all to sit with this, all right? We keep saying we want certain people, right? Behaviors or systems to disappear. We say we're tired of toxic influences, fake celebrities, exploitative platforms, right? But here's the truth. Uncomfortable and raw, we're the ones feeding the very fire we claim to hate. Our ancestors didn't survive centuries of erasure, exploitation, and manipulation for us to become passive consumers of chaos. They endured so we could awaken. So today we're not just talking, we're unlearning, unpacking, and reclaiming. All right? But before we get into it, all right, before we get into it, before we dive into the live, and a shorty starts giving her perspectives and her opinions. Like I tell people, man, look, listen. Before I do my lives now, I start writing. All right, everything that I'm thinking, the questions I'm going to ask. All right, I do start doing that now because if not, I'll be all over the place. But before we do get started, all right, I'm gonna give some time for the people, my normal subscribers to come in, see that I'm live. All right. Before we do get started, I gotta get some trash cleaned up, all right? I'm out here. I'm gonna be talking with y'all while I get this outside cleaned, all right? I gotta get it cleaned up. Tomorrow they're gonna pick up the trash. It's like all that trash y'all see right there is from people that be parked. You see that shit? All that is from people that be parked. So I'm about to clean this up real quick, and then we can sit down and have a little conversation. All right, y'all? So in the meantime, in between time, those that do catch this live, help a shorty out, share the live, smash that like button if y'all want to. But hey, look, listen, that's only if you're how can I say, if you're enjoying the stream, all right? Just share the videos, help a shorty bring awareness. Let me clean this trash up real quick and pile up this garbage right there in that little sidewalk right there, and then we gonna get this conversation started, all right? Feeding the fire we say we want to extinguish is going to be today's topic. Stay. Sit down. Get your ass in there now. Aw, shit, we got YouTube's David Banner in the building. Big shout out to Mouthpiece, y'all. Make sure y'all go check out Mouthpiece, yo. Great conversations, great topics, man. Rain might be coming. It's a little cloudy today and it's humid. We got Jug FX, yeah, that is him, right? Yep, we got Jug FLX promoter in the building. Blessings, salute. Welcome to the live. How you doing? I appreciate y'all for the support, man. Give me a minute, all right? I gotta, organize this trash, right? And I'll be right back, and we're gonna get the discussion started, all right? And like I told y'all, listen, man, I definitely prepare for these lives now, all right? Because before, listen, the shorty was all over the place. So yes, I have messages, I have questions, all right? I got opinions, I got input, the same way that I know that y'all do, all right? And for those of y'all that know that y'all have sat here, right, and fuel the fire, do me a favor, right? Drop little flames in the chat, because that's what we're going to be talking about, extinguishing that fire that we're feeding today. All right, like I told y'all, right, I need y'all to sit with this, right? We keep saying we want certain behaviors or systems to disappear. We say we're tired of toxic influencers, right? Fake celebrities, exploitative platforms, right? But here's the truth, right? Raw and uncomfortable. All right. We're the ones feeding the very fire we claim to hate. Our ancestors didn't survive centuries, all right, of erasure, exploitation, and manipulation for us to become passive consumers of chaos. They endured so we could awaken. So today we're not just talking, all right, we're unlearning, we're unpacking, and we're reclaiming. All right. So in a minute, we're going to get into it. The fuck did you do, boy? Watch it. Oh shit, he slammed my phone down. Facts, yo. I'll be back. Give me a minute, all right, guys? Blessings to everybody in the chat. What's up, boy? Oh, shit. Get in the house. Come on. Go.
Thank you.
Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Shit, that's what happens when you got dogs, man. It was about to be a battle of the pit bulls and chihuahuas. That would have been my dog's dinner today. Blessings, blessings to anybody in the chat. Sit. Don't play yourself, Blue. Sit. Blue.
Can you help me?
I'm listening.
I locked myself out the house. I'm trying to see if I can make one kind of baseball but I don't want to leave my daughter right here. Yeah, we're ready.
Give me 1 second. All right, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, hold on 1 second. Sit your butt down. Sit. Dang it, John Small.
I don't think I can fit.
Your window closed right there?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I was trying to get my ID and slide it through, but
It's gonna break it.
I can't. Shit.
Damn. And this outside gate that's locked?
Yeah, it's
Not the inside?
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I can suggest is trying to get the knobs out and buying some new ones.
Yeah, but I don't know how to
Somebody who could take it out. Damn. Let me see something. Sit down, Blue. Now. Let me ask him, because he might know. Pregunta.
No lo vi hasta que lo tenía a la orilla.
Ella se encerró afuera y no puede entrar. ¿Usted no sabe cómo se puede abrir eso ahí?
Búscale algo para...
No, yo no tengo nada. No tengo herramientas ni nada de eso. Estaba viendo a ver quién estaba afuera, porque todo el mundo está adentro, metido.
Que traen a un delincuente eso. Él pasa recto. Esa es tu licencia.
Yeah, man, she locked herself out. Give me 1 second, guys. We're gonna pick up where I left off in 1 minute. All right. It's good though because this gives time for people to come in. All right. Get to see the view, enjoy the view. Yeah, this is crazy. It happens to all of us though. Trust me. And the crazy part about it is we live in a neighborhood where you can't even leave a spare key somewhere in secret because they'll find that shit. Trust me. What they think is a crackhead, which I think is more of heroin, crack, and other shits amongst themselves. Be the first ones to find that shit.
But I tell you.
Yeah, but let me close this for you before you get animals crawling in there. Because I did that one day and I had the raccoons and the rats going in. They were going fast.
Right.
You just gotta find someone. If he can't do it, you're gonna have to find somebody that could take the knobs for you out. Cause I would have helped you, but I don't got no drill or none of that stuff.
Thank you, though.
You're gonna have to put some new ones though.
It's the neighbor, like, can you go take my back door open?
Huh?
My neighbor right here.
Oh.
Sometimes my mom leaves the door unlocked on the back.
Déjame tratar.
Alright, mientras usted la ayuda, yo termino. I'm sorry. Man, we all make that mistake. We forget our key in the house, whether it's the house key or the car keys, man. And we get locked out. And it costs money to call somebody. And it takes time for them to come here too. To come unlock your door and shit like that. And it costs. So when you got a neighbor that's willing to help, man, that's a plus right there, yo, for real, for real. Blessings to everybody in the chat, man. We're gonna get started. Let me just finish, picking up this trash, putting the trash bags right there, and then we'll come and we'll have this, we'll start this discussion real quick, man. I appreciate all those that are showing the shorty support, that's rocking out with a shorty, and much more. Somebody said, ice, ice, baby, y'all funny. You got it? Gracias. Let's go right down. All right, let me come right back. Let me go wash my hands, man. They nasty. All right, I gotta wash. Damn. Let me let y'all look at the view. Let's see, what can y'all see if I flip the camera this way as I talk to y'all. And by the way, blessings to everybody, all right? Blessings to everyone, all right? Like I had told y'all, man, the live is called Feeding the Fire We Say We Want to Extinguish, all right? Like, I hear so many people, right, complain about the bad behavior, the toxic behavior of celebrities, right? Of the people that they're watching. And the one question that I constantly ask to people is, right, if you don't like the behavior that's being exposed, why are you feeding it? Why not ignore it, right? Why not extinguish that fire, right? And let the flames burn out. You see where I'm coming from? Constantly, every single day, I hear the same complaint time after time. Like, people really forget that we're the ones that make these celebrities famous on some real shit. We are the reason why the majority of these influencers and these celebrities are as famous as they are. All right. Why do we follow people who don't reflect our values? All right. I feel as though you should unfollow anyone who profits off your outrage or your insecurities. We should follow creators instead, right? Who uplift, educate, and challenge you to grow. Man, one thing I could sit here and say, man, I gotta give a big shout out to, Gary Bust It Down Brown, The Word, Nate the Great, Podcast, Papa Doug, right? Big shout out to Kwame Brown, yo, on some real shit, right? Because they come on these platforms and they bring awareness to whatever topic it is that they're going to bring, and boom. But a lot of people, I mean, I guess they I don't know if they need somebody to idolize, they need a god. I feel as though it's more of some people just come on social media and need validation, then come and complain about the same shit they make famous. Like, are we addicted to drama because it distracts us from our own healing? Are we able, like, can you, as can we as people, right, starve the algorithm, right? Don't comment, don't share, don't repost toxic content, right? Let it die in the silence it deserves. Yo, guys, how you doing? Yeah, chilling, doing a little live real quick.
You know those pictures I sent you?
Yeah.
That's your mom and your dad.
Bullshit.
Where you? No, I'm show you.
That's my dad?
That's your dad. I'm telling you.
Oh, shit. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. My bad. Quick intermission real quick. Yo, that is crazy. But yeah, like I was telling y'all, I want y'all, like, I would like to get y'all input.
Tell me you don't know who that is.
Now I do.
Huh? That's your dad. That's Mayo.
Jesus
I
Christ.
told you we was going to the park, right bike.
He look like BJ.
Ajá, viste. Ahí estaba jovencito. And then the other one is your mom.
That's
you go
crazy.
back.
You found old ass pictures.
And you look just like your mom, right?
Me?
Here. Mira eso. Mira. Tú te pareces a tu mãe ahí, igualita.
Oh shit, no, JJ does.
Ya, pero tú también.
Kinda. I would say the eyes, the nose.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Like something in the face.
Because everything else is my dad's. I can see it.
Pero viste, ahí está la foto. Remember pictures I said I was going to show you?
You know who she looks like?
Who?
Greg.
Oh, she.
Isabel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are the two she resembles. Because
Yep.
I don't really resemble the Rodriguez's like that.
But listen, save those pictures. Because I don't think you.
I don't got these.
No,
and that's you?
Yep. And the one with the yellow shirt.
Look just like your son.
Look at it.
Oh, shit.
Look at that round face.
You look just like him. Well, he look like you. My bad.
¿Viste mi cara?
Yeah. That's your son. What, your son is your twin? Jesus Christ.
And that's Mommy. And that's Miguel and Gaby. That's Miguel, Gaby, that's me, that's your mom, that's my mom.
That's crazy.
And these are my grandpa.
I'm dead.
Ya que te veo, tú estabas ocupado ahí. That's my grandpa back there. That's grandma and my great grandma.
Damn, all the houses were made out of cement over there?
See? Yeah.
Cement too,
Yeah.
like in Mexico?
And my grandpa made them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, él hizo las casas, ya, mira. Esas dos son de cemento.
Them little Johns look nice though. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. They look like little mini mansions.
No, tú la ves, and then if you go see them, because Ramon, he did a couple fixes on it, because my grandfather, they died, so he did a couple fixes on it. La puso más linda todavía.
Oh shit.
I'll leave you alone, okay?
I got you.
Cuídate.
You too. I'm gonna try to I gotta stop by your crib because I know your wife be in there all cooped up. I gotta get her out.
Yeah. She's always there by herself. You can go in there and talk to her, make her company.
I gotta bring my Spanish out too. Yeah, because listen, my Spanish messed up.
She don't speak it.
What comes out is the taíno. Está nítido.
Pero apréndela tú.
Yo, real shit. All right, guys, my bad. Man, I don't know how many of y'all caught that last question, right? I was asking, are we addicted to drama because it distracts us from our own healing? Like, is it possible for us to like starve the algorithm? Don't comment, share, or repost toxic content. Let it die in the silence that it deserves, right? People constantly say, oh, I don't want to hear this, but then why are you in that channel? Why are you in that chat? You see where I'm coming from? Obviously, you're being entertained. So to sit here and say, oh, I don't want to hear this shit is a lie to me in my eyes. You see where I'm coming from? Right? We complain about the influencers, the celebrities saying they're toxic, they're this, but we're the same ones that share, like, right, and talk about their content constantly, right? Just yesterday, I was telling someone, right, I was like, yo, people are like, I've spoke on these influencers and celebrities maybe once or twice, but I feel as though like, what else can I say about these celebrities and these influencers other than what I have said? I'm not going to keep giving them shot. I'm not going to keep giving them light. That's my way of, how can I say it, extinguishing the fire that I once, sat here and lit. Because at one point I was also a part of it, all right? I ain't innocent. Just because I've changed my ways, right, doesn't make me innocent, right, of the fact that I also participated in the same shit that people are complaining about. Yes, I sat here and I shared and complained about the content that I sat here and shared and promoted. Why do we expect celebrities to be moral leaders when we made them famous for being outrageous? Let's be real, right? Why can't we, right? Why can't we shift? Like, okay, let me put it like this. Why can't you shift your definition of influence, right? And what I mean by that, for example, with me, once I've noticed that certain people, right, only want to come on here, right, to, how can I say, to play around, I'm not gonna even say play around, because a lot of us like playing around and goofing off and joking off sometimes, right? I'm gonna say those that pretend to be one thing, and then later on, like maybe days later, weeks later, a month later, you find out, oh shit, they just about the drama. At first they was telling you, hey, don't bring the drama, right? Bring the light. But it's like, what the fuck happened? It's like, I heard you bring this message, right? I heard you saying this, but now it's like, you is all about the drama. You are the same thing that you was telling us not to do, right? So is we able to shift that, that definition of influence. Celebrate those who lead with integrity, right? And not spectacle. That's the issue that we're having, constantly complaining. You know how many times I've had people DM me, hey, is you going to speak on Krishan Ron? I feel as though, DHS need to intervene. And I'm sitting here like, what if it was you? Flip the scripts. I don't know what's going on behind closed doors when it comes to this shorty. You see where I'm coming from? Is she an unfit mother? Yes. I feel as though that she is very immature. You see, but people still look up to this chick. Somebody sent me a video of a teen girl. I'm not sure if she was a teen or a grown ass woman crying because she got the chance to meet Krishan Rock. I feel as though that those are people that shouldn't be influencers, but we keep feeding them. We keep sharing, liking their videos, talking about them, whether it's good or bad. And then sometimes, people are sit here and they're obsessed with the idea of these celebrities. Why? I don't know. So I do feel that a lot of people do have an obsession and addiction when it comes to these celebrities. They see them as gods, right? But when shit goes sideways in their lives, then they want to start coming at them. Oh, but you said it was supposed to be like that. Who told you to idolize them? Why do we shame influencers for chasing clout when we reward them with views, right? If you stop rewarding performative, right, activism, support creators who show up and is consistently, right, consistently with what they say they are. They show you constantly that, yeah, I'm about this. I am who I say I am. You see where I'm coming from? We will see a change, not just when it's trending. Are we honoring our ancestors with our digital choices or betraying their sacrifice? I want y'all to take a minute and ask yourselves daily, would my ancestors be proud of what I'm amplifying? If not, right, we need to find a way to shift, reclaim, right? You need to find a way to shift and reclaim your feed, right? And make your feed your sacred space. And I don't know how many is watching right now. Let me see real quick. These Jones is... All right, ain't nobody really in the chat now. But see, I would like to get y'all input, right? Whether it's right here in the comments talking to a shorty, or you catching the replay, leaving your comments down below, right? Letting a shorty know what you think and how you feel. Let's get this discussion started. I feel as though that not a lot of people are really bringing up these topics. You see where I'm coming from? They constantly complaining about it, right? Making excuses on why we can't make the change or why it's going to keep continuing, but not getting to the root of the problem. Am I wrong? You see where I'm coming from? And like I said earlier, man, if you was a part of igniting the fire, right, at one point, and you're getting your shit together, put them little flames in the chat, man. Listen, we all make mistakes. It's a matter of what we do, right, with the mistakes that we, make it. Like, it's us, all right? We have to, lead. We have to take lead within ourselves. And I feel as though too many people are waiting for a sky daddy to drop out drop out of the sky and, come and save them. All right. I need you to sit with this, right? We say we want toxic influencers gone. We say we're tired of fake celebrities, explosive platforms, but we're the ones feeding the very fire we claim to hate. This ain't just a convo, it's reckoning, and it's in honor of our ancestors who didn't survive centuries of erasure for us to become passive consumers of chaos. All right? That is exactly what we're doing. We are not just consumers. We are curators of culture. Every click, every share, every follow is a vote, right? For the world we want to live in. Our ancestors didn't fight for freedom so we could become slaves to algorithms. They didn't survive genocide, slavery, systemic erasure so we could worship false idols. They endured so we could awaken, reclaim, and rebuild. All right. So today I challenge you. Stop feeding what you want to disappear. All right. And starve the spectacle. Nourish the truth. All right. And remember, your voice, your choice, your platform, they matter. Let's make them scared. Let's make them sacred. All right. I want you to drop a flame in the chat if you fed the fire. All right. And figured out how to go around, right, this matrix and not get tangled up in its webs. All right. Because we are all guilty. All right. Of committing, of doing that. All right. Why is it? I don't know. Like I said, like some people come, I don't know. So I feel as though some people come online, right? And I feel as though it's an escape for them. Like they do things online that they know they cannot do in their real lives. All right. Some people come on here and they reflect on others, right? They reflect the pain that they carry within them. All right. Instead of looking in the mirror and trying to figure out what it is that they need to change within them. See, the problem is like I've said 1,000 times, man. Shout out to the world, right? They got us looking outside of us when we should be looking within us for the answers that we're seeking. And I know a lot of people want to hear this, right? Oh, this is a positive live, right? She's asking too many questions, but you got to realize, right? I'm asking mind-provoking questions, right? That bring solutions to the table. What we're looking for is improvement. All right, you want to make change, you want to make a difference. It's not going to happen today. It's going to take some time because a lot of us need to come together in ways that we have forgotten because we forgot the blueprint. Stop feeding what you say you hate. It's too much of that going on, man. Like, just not so long ago, I was watching somebody, right, and they had a great live going on, and all you know is a few people start coming in, and I'm guessing they're called trolls, right? And trolls, what they do is they come in and they stir up some shit, trying to get the content creator mad enough to the point where they're distracted away from the topic that they're talking about, and boom, now they're lashing out on that person. And once the content creator does that, the troll has won. You see where I'm coming from? Like it's too much of that going on. Too many people on these platforms, right? Advocating, talking about they want to make the difference in the change, but in reality, they want chaos to fly, man. Do y'all really want change? You see where I'm coming from? Like when it comes to these celebrities and these influencers, you are the reason they are as famous as they are. All right. I've been watching the way we move, right? The way we talk about wanting change, wanting peace, toxic people and systems to disappear. But then I look at what we amplify, what we repost, what we obsess over, and I see the contradiction. All right. Too many of us contradict ourselves. All right. If we really wanted to change, we would do it. But we're too focused worrying about what this person is doing, what that person is doing, who they with, how much they're making, right? We're too busy getting mad at the people that are coming up, right? And instead of trying to figure out how we can come up in our own way, right? We're mad at the world now. Like we're the reason. We say we want fake celebrities to fade out, but we're the ones keeping them trending. We say we're tired of influencers chasing clout, but we reward them with views every time they perform. We say we want liberation, but we stay addicted to the spectacle. How we gonna get change? There is no change. Like too many. Listen, man. Y'all complain about the same. The how can I say the lyrics that are, that these lyricists, these rappers, these hip hop artists is put out here, right? But instead of promoting the positive music that's out there, right, the real storytelling, the real rap, right, y'all want to promote this mumbo jumbo and then complain about it, man. Y'all need to do what I did with the people and things that were toxic around me in order for me, to have a better day, a better future, in front of me. I threw them bitches right out the window and I coated them right into a trash can on some real shit. I threw them away like it was yesterday's newspaper. Because at the end of the day, they wasn't doing nothing for me. You see where I'm coming from? They was benefiting from me. They was all gaining something from my pain. Watching me crawl while they was telling me I love you, right? While in the same breath stabbing me, putting knife after knife in my back. And each time I pulled one out, another one was pushed in even deeper, right? And I'm not here to judge. I'm here to call it out because I've done it too. I fed the fire. I wanted to extinguish, right? I fed that fire that I so many times say I want to extinguish. I've scrolled through chaos while my spirit begged for clarity. I laughed at the drama while ancestors whispered, this is not what we survived for. Like on some real shit, and I know that deep down inside a lot of y'all feel it. We talk that good talk, but man, in reality, do y'all not see what y'all is pushing? Y'all keep complaining, but y'all the one feeding it. All right? Y'all giving fuel to the fire, and I'm not sure if a lot of y'all realize it, but one thing I know for certain is that a lot of people do know what they're doing, and they don't give a fuck. They really don't. They're just out here, I don't know, like they say for clout, right? But y'all the ones feeding it. This is why I don't pay attention to certain content creators, right? I don't speak on certain people, right? And like when I'm going to speak on something to bring awareness, right? Yeah, I'll give something a nickname and I don't give a fuck because the person or the celebrity or the thing that I don't want to give shine, right? I'm not going to name it. But will I bring awareness to the things that are, happening? Yes. Would I do lives like this? Hell yeah. There's a time to be goofy and play around, and there's a time to be serious, right? And I do lives like this where I am serious, right? But then I do lives where I bring awareness, right? And in the same breath, we're goofy. We want to live, love, and laugh like we're bringing joy at the same time. Like, this world, like, we are the reason that we're falling apart. And, like, we can't sit here and solve black on black crimes, right? Until we sit here, how can I say my bad? We can't sit here and solve white on black crime or black on Hispanic crime, Hispanic on black crime, right? Until we sit here and solve the black on black crime. And how do we do that? We have to get to the root of that problem first. It's too much blah blah blah, but not enough work put in on some real shit. Our ancestors endured so we could awaken, so we could reclaim, so we could build something sacred. And that means that we have to stop feeding what we say we hate. We have to stop giving our energy to the very systems and people. Listen to what I said. We have to stop giving our energy to the very systems and people that thrive off our distraction. We have to stop mistaking visibility for value and start honoring truth over trend. You see, like, y'all don't get it. Y'all are feeding the fuel. Y'all want it to stop, but y'all are the only way that this could. Y'all the only way that this could stop. The only way this stops is if you put a stop to it. If you put an end to it. Ain't nobody else gonna do it for any one of us. Ain't no Superman coming, no Sky Daddy dropping from the skies. Listen, ain't no Batman, ain't none of these mofos coming to say you are your own hero. You are the captain of your ship. Like, every click is a vote, every share is a signal, and every follow is a seed. All right? So I'm choosing to plant seeds of truth, of healing, of ancestral power. I'm choosing to amplify voices that challenge me, not just to entertain me. I'm choosing to make my platform sacred. All right? I've seen people, right, go on people's channels and try to run their channels telling them, you can't speak on this topic. Who the fuck is you to tell me on what topic I can't speak? Or what I can't say, how I can think? Who are you? All right, and then motherfuckers want to sit here and want to throw church verses at you, Bible verses at you. They want to pretend to be holy. Like, motherfucker, how you become a victim? I'm not even claiming to be a victim. But it's too much of that happening. They want to come here and demand respect, right? Without them respecting themselves. Hey, Miss Michelle, how you claim respect and you can't even respect yourself? You can't even honor yourself. Let's be real. So once again, I'm choosing to plant seeds of truth, of healing, of ancestral power. I'm choosing to amplify voices that challenge me, not just to entertain me. I'm choosing to make the platform sacred because I'm not here to be another echo in the noise. I'm here to be a disruption, a mirror, a reminder. And if you're tired of feeding the fire, then starve it with me. Let's build something real, something, right, rooted, something our ancestors will be proud of. I hear so many people, right, they talk about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, about their great-great-grandparents, about this, about that, but they gotta be rolling around in circles in their grave. Because what's crazy is we're so worried about a white man's hatred, right? We're so worried about the white man doing this when we have to figure out how to stop killing our own kin, how to stop hating on our own brother, stop worrying about what the color of our skin is, and start uniting, coming together. You want to make that change, you want to make that difference, it starts with you, all right? And then, everything else will fall into place. We got to stop complaining about the very things that we make go viral. All right, you don't want Krishan Rock out, to be viral. All right, die it off. Stop speaking on her. She won't get no light. I love the fact on how certain content creators, right, on this platform, right, like like especially I'm gonna say the KB sector, right, the Kwame Brown sector, right. A lot of content creators stop saying certain people's names, right, and they just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just call it as it is." Like, hey, they gave that person a name, and they kept it as that. I'm not giving you the person, right, that entity no shine, no, how can I say, because at the end of the day when I speak on it, right, and I sit here and I share that, I'm giving them, now how can I say, the fame, that now that I'm complaining about it, I don't like this person, right, and I feel as though this person isn't helping or isn't benefiting our community, I'm not going to sit here and share this person's content. If I feel as though that this person is a bully, I'm not going to constantly be in this person's channel. And I see people constantly do this on social media. They say they don't like certain people. They don't like the way people make them feel, but they're constantly in these people's platforms day in and day out. I mean, in Spanish, they got a word for it. It's called masoquista. So I'm guessing a lot of people love being that. It's too much going on around us, right? And as y'all can see, we've hit that AI era, all right? For us to keep complaining, right? And not doing nothing about it. Because that's all we're doing. We're talking, we're saying we want this, right? But we're not doing nothing about it. All right, that's why we're not seeing no change. What we're doing, right, instead is making excuses after excuses for the things, right, that we're complaining about, and they're never changing. So we're the reason why all this shit is happening. You want to stop the hate from the white man? Well, then let's stop the hate that we got amongst each other first. Let's stop building caskets no longer than 3 feet and burying our children. All right? This is America, the funny part, right? America, land of the free, where you got to pay for water, even the air you fucking breathe. And when you understand that part, shit, then we talking. All right? But guys, I'm not going to make this a long. Appreciate those, right, that have came on, show the shorty support. I got a lot to do today, man. This joint is about to hit an hour. I'm about to, give it 20 minutes. Somebody want to have a conversation? No, 10 minutes. Fuck that. 60 minutes makes an hour. Give it another 10 minutes. Somebody want to have, a quick input and talk to a shorty. Y'all more than welcome, man. But I had to come on here and, get this out. Like, it's too many excuses, too many people complaining. And I feel as though that our ancestors are rolling around in circles. What's crazy is people don't even peep. Shout out to Ms. Yo Thoughts, man. The ancestors is here. All right. We don't gotta wait for them to come. They're here. They're within us. All right. They're inside of us fighting these battles. When you hear people like us talk, all right, we are, all right, the voices of those that are not here no more, that fought and bled for us to be where we're at today. So we need to take a good look in the mirror, right, and analyze what it is that we're doing and how we're doing it if we want to make a change or a difference. So with that being said, till next time, this y'all shorty Rachel. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble afternoon and continue to have a blessed and humble day. We out.